What I'm going to do this morning is just talk you through setting up your emails for iPhone and also on a Mac. The principle, however, is the same whether it's on PC or Android as well. So it's really just a case of talking you through, showing the various bits and pieces, but it actually is quite straightforward. The main information you're going to need, I've put on the screen here so you can see. It's the server address. Now that's the same for everybody, and it's just simply server3.mailgab.com. Your username will be the full email address, and the password, obviously, that will be different for everyone as well. Okay, so that's the information you need. So now let's actually have a look at setting this up. So you'll see what I've done is actually set a testmail@mailgab.com email address, and it's just one I'm using for the sake of this demo. So let's do it on the phone first. So we'll go into your settings and then down to accounts and passwords. You see I've got a couple set up there already, but I'm going to do this new one. So we'll go into the add account and just click on other. Alright, and we're going to just click add mail account. So we'll put a name in, and I'm just going to call that test. You put the email address, which is testmail@mailgab.com. The password, which is capital TEST123. Description, that's fine. Obviously you can change things like the description, etc. The name and the description is entirely up to you. You can put what you want there. The description really is just, if you've got several different accounts, it makes it easier to make any changes. You know exactly which one is which. So let's go to next, and we're going to set this up as a pop. It will work with IMAP, but I personally find that quite confusing. If you delete it off one, it can cause a deletion on another device, and suddenly you're kind of looking for mails that you thought you had and now can't see, so it can cause confusion. I prefer using it as a pop, straightforward pop account. So we've got the information in there. We're going to put it the host name in here. Now the host name is the server name. Some devices call them different things, and I'm not exactly sure why. However, what we need in there is the server 3. So it's server 3.mailgab. If we click on there, we go .com. The username, again, that's going to be the full email address, so that's testmail@mailgab.com. Password is already in there. Now I'm just going to copy this, save me having to write it all out again. Now it does say optional here, but I do find it seems to be more reliable if you actually put the username and password in, and that's particularly true if you've got more than one site and you have a different email for each. Then you do need to put your username and password in. So we'll copy all this information there, then put the password test123, save. That's now verifying. Now that can take a couple of minutes, so what we'll do is, in the meantime, we'll go up on the Mac and I'll start setting this up on here. So I'm opening up the mail application on the computer itself. Except this is already set up, I didn't realise it was. However, that's no big deal. So we go to accounts here. Okay, meanwhile, that looks like that's all set up now on the phone. So let's go back to this. So now what I'll do, I'm going to go into the mail app itself, which is in here. We'll click on here, and it's not brought it in, this it has there. This is an email I just set up. I just sent it from the other account just so we could test this, and there we go. So that's the email coming. So that's now set up on the mobile. So that's job done. So now we just need to set it up on the Mac itself. So I've opened up the email application, and I'm just going to no, I'm not. I'm going to go down the bottom here and click the little plus button. Now this will vary obviously if you're using a different app, but again the principle's the same. You're adding a new account. So we'll click on here again. We go to add other account. It's a mail account, so we put the details in. Oops, let's move that out of the way. So the email address is testmail@mailgab.com. Password test123 with a capital T. Now it won't sign in. What it's trying to do at this point is actually use generic settings, but obviously they're not used. This is one we have to set up manually. So in here we'll put the username, which is the full email address, testmail@mailgab.com. We're going to set it as a POP. Incoming mail server is server3.mailgab.com, and that's the same for the outgoing as well. Sign in, and there we are. It's as simple as that. That's now just signed in, and there's that email that I sent earlier. So there we go. That's all there is to it. It really is quite straightforward. You shouldn't get any error messages now regarding certificates and that type of thing. Customers who've been with me for a while will know that in previous versions there was always a message that came up saying it couldn't verify the server, and that was down to the fact it used what's called a self-signing certificate. But that's now been changed, so you shouldn't get any of those errors. So hopefully you'll be able to set up your account as easily as that. If you do have any problems, obviously just let me know. Okay.